excited. There has been a major problem out there inside the internet email business out there. And what has been happening out there is that a lot of your emails have been going into spam, promotion tabs, or some kind of crazy thing really out there. And we finally figured out a solution to fix all that, hopefully, and really to make your lives a little bit easier and make a lot more money inside the internet emailing business out there. So I want to welcome Griff and Ray to the show, and they're going to actually tell you how, hopefully, we're going to fix all this stuff like that. So welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So I'm just going to start right in. I'm going to ask Griff. Griff, there's been a major problem. What are we going to do about it?
Well, that's exactly what I said. There's a major problem. You've got all these absolutely great email programs that are out there. I can't knock any of them because they all produce. They all work. But the major problem is anywhere from half to three-quarters of the emails are never being delivered. And the guys don't know why. So what happens is they get frustrated, they stop using the software, and they stop making money. And that's a serious problem. So what I did was I sat down, and I'll tell you, I've got a really great team of developers, and what we did is we sat down and we pulled some of our tools out of our war chest, and we have a solution that will check to see if your IPs have been blacklisted. Blacklisting is what keeps your emails from being delivered. So we've got an algorithm that actually checks, it's about over 70 spam checking sites. And we can tell you where your emails are being targeted as blacklisted. And then we train you how to fix those little issues. So we can show you where the problem is, and we'll teach you how to fix it. And plus, there's some extra awesome tools that we're throwing in with it. But basically what we're doing is we're giving you a way to check your IP health and get you off the blacklists. Plain and simple, quick and easy.
Fantastic. Ray,
yes.
I know that you and I and Griff as internet email marketers, and a lot of us, especially you, Ray, are on top of a lot of leaderboards. I don't see your emails ending up in spam, and I know that certain guys like you have your ninja secret techniques that really maybe where your IP is basically whitelisted. But how will this help a lot of folks out there with your email business and making a ton of money? Because that's really what it is. If you have a list, it's worth nothing if you end up in spam, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And the big problem is that there are a lot of self-hosted solutions that are out there now, and it allows you to have a lot of control, but unfortunately, it also takes away some of the barriers that you would normally run into with email. So you might have more control over what you can send, but it also means there's nobody there going, whoa, hey, don't send that because you're going to get in trouble. And what ends up happening is you slowly start to get blacklisted by these sites. Your emails, your open rates start to go down, the deliverability goes down, and of course you start to lose money. And so the idea here is that we can go out, we can look, we can see and say, okay, you've been blacklisted, now take care of business here, you'll be able to get back and start getting those emails delivered again. And just so everybody knows, this is the same issue that if you've heard people complaining about the big companies like Aweber and MailChimp and GetResponse, where all of a sudden you're not getting your emails through one day, it's the same exact thing. They're getting blacklisted, and then they're going out and having to fix it on your behalf. The problem is they've got thousands of people who potentially could be causing the problem. Whereas if you're doing a self-hosted solution, you're the only one who can be blamed for it, but you're also the only one you have to worry about. And so it's a great tool to be able to make sure that if you're going to do these self-hosted things, which by nature are going to have more deliverability, as long as you don't abuse it and get yourself in trouble. And that's where Blacklist Ace comes in. It helps to make sure if you did something that got you in trouble, well, now you've got a way to find out and you've got a way to fix it. And so that's our whole goal with this.
Definitely. Folks, I'm going to tell you where the pain it was. It was immensely pain. My income almost dropped to really like zero. A lot of folks out there, they're complaining that my emails are entering spam. You know what? I was just with you guys. And if you're anybody like me, this is how we put food on our table. And all of a sudden, I figured out how to get it whitelisted, like Ray and Griff has mentioned. And then all of a sudden, I've been getting on leaderboards again. And this is something that I've seen just recently, and I'm going to tell you, it's so important. I just want to show you real quick because it's just crazy. I'm so happy, really. Is that this was a launch that happened not too long ago, last week, and I made around almost $10,000 from emailing this. Before, I was not getting in the leaderboards, right? Couldn't even touch. I was like way down here, buried. And all of a sudden, I got the number 2, and then more of my emails have been getting through. So all of a sudden, I hit number 1 right up here. Then I'm winning tons of cash. There was a $2,000 first place, and you can see that I just keep on hitting the top spots. Just, you know what, bam, 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 bam. But I would have never been able to do this if my emails kept on going into spam. And you know what? This magic, powerful software that Ray and Griff they came out with has basically solved a lot of my problems and has enabled and showed me how to get my emails basically white service and in the inbox, because you can have 100,000 emails, but if you cannot get them into the inbox, have email list, right, Griff?
That's exactly right. Can't make any money if you can't get in the inbox.
Yep.
And
Ray,
if you don't know where your problem lies, that's where you're in trouble. And that's what we fix. We can show you where the problem spots are.
Ray, how important is it that you get your emails into the inbox?
Oh, it's vitally important. You know, people know me as the video guy, but to be completely honest, while the video is fantastic and it's used to help drive sales, it's used to help get people onto your list, the list is still the most important part. It's where you get most of your sales from. It's where you get most of your people, you know, knowing who you are and understanding you more. So you may find them with video, you may get them to get one sale with video, but imagine once you have them on your list, you're able to constantly be able to provide them with more products that fit what they're looking for, and that's going to keep bringing you money and on a consistent basis. So being able to get those emails delivered is vital. And I'll tell you where this problem started with me was I would have people contact me like on Facebook and go, hey, are you promoting XYZ product? And I'd say, well, yeah, I sent an email this morning. Did you get it? And they said, no, I never got it. And that was when I first started to realize, okay, something's going on here, because these are guys who always got my emails, and they've been good customers, and now they're saying, you know, no, I didn't get your email. It's a tough situation, you know, when you start to see those numbers go down, you start to hear from people that aren't getting your emails. You've got to do something. You've got to be able to fix it, and this is the way to do that, to make sure that you're whitelisted, you're not blacklisted, and that you can get into the inbox more.
Fantastic. I'm going to let Griff have the last word, but I want to mention something. Folks, nobody tells you this. That's the thing. Nobody tells you. I talked to Griff about it. I said, Griff, it's caused me a lot of pain. My income has went to, like, I seen, like, Ray, he showed me, like, $1,000 shots of my big Facebook group. Remember that back then, Ray? Like, they're posting the shots? It must have been 2-3 years ago. And I was like, wow, look at these income shots or anything. But that's because Ray was able to get in the inbox. And I wasn't able to get in the inbox anymore. And Griff was explaining to me the process and what's been happening. And with Griff's help, I was finally able to get my emails into the inbox. That's why you saw almost $10,000 on the top leaderboard. I could have never done that without the knowledge that Griff did show under. I mean, Griff, you remember we were talking about that. I said, you know what?
About 3 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And Griff, you just came out with this thing. It was just basically, what'd you say, like the middle of the night, you came up with this idea, and bam, and that's why that we're putting this launch together so quickly and soon, because this is needed in the market. So, Griff, I'm going to let you have the last word, because you know what? You are a godsend, really, to the whole internet industry.
Well, what I did, Blacklist Ace, I sat down with my developers on Saturday morning and I said, how can we address this problem, because it's serious? And we brainstormed, and my developers, that's a team of 10 now, and we just hired 2 more guys. And what we did was we put together some tools from one of our software packages, and it addresses this problem, and it nails it right on the head. I couldn't be more proud of them. I couldn't be more proud of the software. I have my own email server. I'm well aware of the problems with email and not getting it delivered and having to fix IP addresses and all that crazy stuff that I don't have time to do, but I have to stay in business. I'm passing that knowledge to everybody along with a tool to make it happen. And Blacklist Ace is that tool. So I hope you all fall in love with it and use it every day and start making a ton of money.
Well, folks, I just want to end it with this. You need it. You have to have it. That's all I got to have. Where the link's going to be is it's either going to be there, but it's going to be here. When are we launching this, Griff, and when is it going to go live?
She's launching Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern. That's when she's launching.
Fantastic. Folks, be ready for it. You know what? This has helped save the email industry almost. Like I said before, if your emails are not getting into inbox, you might as well not be in this business. This is a must-have, you know what, and it's coming out in the next couple of days, and hopefully by the time you see this, it's going to be live. So thanks a lot, Mr. Ray Lane and Mr. Griff. Have a wonderful day.
Hey, very, very, very welcome. Thanks, James. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Glad to be on today. Glad to be able to talk about this.
Thanks. Bye-bye.